Brad Tolinski and Jan Uhelszki, the authors of MC5, an oral biography of rock's most revolutionary band. I'm going to get to a concert in Chicago, August of '68, which helped gain the band national attention. And you talk about how Norman Mailer lionized MC5 as true counterculture heroes. And this concert also led to a major label record deal with Elektra. Talk about that Festival of Life concert, because Wayne Kramer had a great story about the hash cookies that only take one, and they had like two or three.
I think that the thing was is so many bands were supposed to come, like the Jefferson Airplane, and I think Country Joe and the Fish, and the Up, who was part of the MC5 family. But bigger bands were supposed to come as well. Abby Hoffman was one of the organizers, and that day it was a festival that was outside of the Democratic Convention in Chicago in 1968, and there people thought that there could be trouble, riots, but they were going to be the Festival of Light, and they were going to like mitigate some of that whole hippie kind of spirit. And when they got there, there was no setup, there was nothing. They had to plug their amps into a hot dog stand, like a little trolley hot dog stand, and they were at level with the crowd, and they got about three-quarters through their set, and rocks were being thrown, and cops with billy sticks were coming out after the crowd. So they stopped playing and hightailed it out of there and got out. But they were the only band gutsy enough to do it, stupid enough to do it. And Norman Mailer had that great quote about had the horns of Huns ever had noise to compare. It was just a terrific, tremendous MC5 noise. I mean, you can see little clips of that on YouTube, and it's so unprofessional. It's like this big media event was just a really small little like them standing on blankets, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was the concert that was heard around the world because it really got them a place in history.
Yeah, so they were at the Democratic National Convention, and you have the world's political press there. Everybody in the U.S. in the news, and here they were playing in this park and completely disrupted it. But what's funny is that wasn't really their intention. I mean, Sinclair said, well, we just wanted to show people an alternative way to live life, and just show them, how kids can have fun, like listening to the music and doing their own thing. But like almost everything else that the MC5 did, it just ended up escalating into total chaos. So the police are there with clubs, there's tear gas, zillions of people running in thousands of different directions, all just because these guys wanted to play some rock and roll in the park.
But we're forgetting the really important part. I mean, it's not like they're innocent trouble magnets. I mean, kick out the jams, motherfucker. It's those 5 words have created this domino effect that touched every single part of them from beginning to end. That was their little cackle that they would say to other bands, and that became an organizing, anthemic kind of rallying cry. I mean, so much that people think about that before they think about the band, but because they refused to back down on that, they would get arrested. A lot of the arrests happened because it was a censorship problem. They would not say motherfucker,